Hey everybody, it's Josh. Welcome to the Landlord Harassment Channel. So, as you can tell today, I'm about to share a very personal experience with you guys. Just making sure I shut my heater off. Because if I don't shut my heater off, it'll make a sound and it'll mess with the video and everything. But I did, so that's cool. Now, you can see by the title of this video that I'm about to share something very personal. I've been through a lot in life. But I don't cry that much. Like, even when people die, I don't necessarily cry. Sometimes I do, but it's not real often. But this year, I cried for the first time probably in like 7 years. And now this didn't happen recently. This was like 6 months ago. This is just a story I forgot to tell. Now, I made a video telling you guys that I had dropped under 400 pounds for the first time in like eight or 9 years. Back in March or April, I believe it was. Or I'm sorry, it was like May. And what I didn't tell you guys is that brought tears to my eyes. I remember going to the rec center at the university in the town I live in, and getting on the scale and seeing my weight, and it was 396. But I had tears in my eyes. I remember walking out and I looked at the ladies at the front desk and I said, man, I'm under 400 pounds for the first time in like 8 years. And I walked out and I had tears in my eyes. And those tears stayed there probably I didn't like have a full on cry, but like, like with your hands in your head where you're just outright crying. But I had tears in my eyes, like tears of joy, and some of those tears fell down. And probably one of the most relieving moments of my life is the first time that I realized that I had finally gotten under 400 pounds. Remember that I started out at just over 500 pounds. So that 100-pound marker was just like, it was huge. And now I am at 370. So there's some distance between me and 400 now. And my body shape is starting to be the shape of like a normal human being again. But yeah, that day, back in May, the tears flowed a little bit. I probably should have recorded that. But I think I didn't want to record it just in case I got a disappointing result. But I did get under 400 pounds. Then I dropped to 388, and then for whatever reason, I hit a plateau, but my plateau lasted like 3 months. Plateaus aren't supposed to last more than a couple weeks, a month at the most. But I stayed at 388 for like 3 months. And it's only in the last 2 months that I've been losing weight again. Sticking with the same diet the whole time. But 400 is a major marker because once you get under 400, your chances of having health problems decrease significantly. Now, I'm still 370, so I got a ways to go, but the thing is that like my next mile marker, which would be 300, once I'm under 300, I'm pretty much in the clear, and then once I'm down to 250, I don't really have anything health-wise to worry about. I'm a bigger guy. I'm a broad-shouldered guy, so 250 is about my ideal weight. But yeah, man, sometimes it's okay to pat yourself on the back, and enjoy your accomplishments. Soak it in. Soak in the joy of a goal that's been reached. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for whether you're losing weight, whether you're trying to be a star athlete at college, whatever it is, whether you're trying to start a business and become a millionaire, whatever you're trying to do. Stop and smell the roses once in a while. Stop and pat yourself on the back for your accomplishments once in a while. That gives you the motivation to keep going. You know what I mean? Now, you can't accomplish nothing without dedication. You can't accomplish nothing without dedication. I don't care if it's major weight loss. I don't care if it's starting a business. I don't care if it's being a star athlete in college or whatever. There's nothing you can really accomplish that's worthwhile without having a dedication to it. And what dedication means is simply, people try to define it in all kinds of ways. But what dedication really means is that you just keep moving towards your goal. You mentally prepare yourself for a long battle. See, this is where a lot of people fail at whatever goals they're trying to reach. What they do is they'll sit down and they'll think of a goal and they'll say, okay, I'm determined to reach this goal, and they'll be full of motivation and this and that. But the motivation peters out after a while. And the reason for that is because they forgot to mentally prepare themselves for a long battle. That's what happens. And so when 2-3 months down the road, if they haven't lost the weight they want, or there's not as good as a basketball player as they want to be or where they thought they'd be, that's where they get frustrated and start giving up. So that's where people fail. The thing about when you write out some goals for yourself, or when you think of whatever your goals are going to be, motivating yourself to work as hard as you can to reach those goals is only one part of the battle. You have to prepare your mind for a long battle that you can't see the end of. You're just going to have to accept the fact that you're in a really long battle and you're not going to see the end of it for a while. And that's what it is. Because fighting the battle is actually the easy part, right? Like going and playing basketball every day isn't that darn hard, right? It's the time it takes to get to where you want to be that's the hard part. It's the time that frustrates you. That's what frustrates me. I'm over a year and a half in and I still have 100 pounds to go. That's frustrating. But it's not that hard to just get up and eat healthy every day. At least not now that I've been doing it for a while. And it's not to say that the battling part is easy, because it's not. But the really hard part is having the patience. The really hard part is the acceptance that it's going to take time, and there is no timeline really on reaching whatever goals you're trying to reach. That's something I had to learn the hard way in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't set a goal like, I want to lose all 300 pounds I need to lose in 1 year. Because that's setting yourself up for failure. Because if you're 6 months in and then you've only lost 50 pounds, you know you're not going to lose all 300 pounds by the end of the year. And that's going to start messing with your mind. It's going to make you want to start, not that you'll give up at that moment, but you'll start the process of giving up. See what I'm saying? You'll start the process of giving yourself excuses to bow out. So that's the hard part, the time. But here's the clear advantage that you have on your way to your goals. Here's the clear advantage you have on your way to your goals, whatever goal you're trying to reach. You can lose 1,000 times, 10,000 times. And yet you only have to win once to have accomplished your goal. You're like the police trying to catch a criminal, right? Now, that criminal can elude the cop 80, 90, even 100 times. It doesn't matter because the cop only has to be successful once in catching the guy. And once he catches the guy, he's got him caught. And that's the same thing with any other goal you have. No matter how many times you lose, you should just keep getting back up, because it's not about how many losses you take. It's about how you keep going, because you only have to win one time. You only have to win one time to have accomplished that goal that you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's a better body, whether it's being, like I said, an athlete, whatever it is, starting a business and turning your business into $1 million business. Winning is really about losing until you win, being willing to lose until you win. That's what winning really is. That's why Kobe Bryant, I'm sure some of you have heard the Kobe Bryant basketball camp story before, right? Kobe Bryant went to a summer camp the first time he tried to play basketball. And he didn't make a single shot the entire summer. Didn't make a single shot the entire summer. But he became like the second or third greatest basketball player of all time. Some argue the greatest. I feel like Michael Jordan and Dominique are better. But Kobe is for sure one of the top 5 all-time basketball players of all time. And it's so inspiring because here's the thing. A natural talent. Kobe didn't have an ounce of natural talent. If he had an ounce of natural talent, he would have sunk some shots during his first ever basketball summer camp. Now, that doesn't mean that he would have been the best player ever the best player on the team at his first summer camp, but his talent would have shown up somewhere, right? But he didn't make a single shot his entire summer camp. So Kobe, despite what many people believe, doesn't have an ounce of athletic talent in his body. Everything he got through hard work. He got it because he refused to quit until he accomplished the goals that he was trying to reach. And when he reached a particular goal, he set himself some new goals. But he got all to where he's at. Everything Kobe has, he's gotten through hard work. And that's why I say, winning, accomplishing your goals is about being willing to lose as many times as possible until you finally win. That's all it is. That's all I got for you guys today. Cash App's link down below. Please show your love. Talk to you soon.